Education inequality is not only about access to schools, it is also about the hidden barriers that keep children, especially girls, from learning. Menstruation remains one of the most overlooked causes of absenteeism among girls in Kenya. Many are forced to stay home due to lack of sanitary products, stigma, and embarrassment. Ashum Juma is a social change maker that is breaking this cycle through her campaign to end period poverty.
I am a realtor by profession and I am the founder of the AJ Drive. I was once a teacher. Back then, after high school, you're home, you have nothing to do, you decide, nah, let me go teach. So I saw what happens. I was teaching in a rural school. So you can imagine, you're coming from home, you have a class. I was teaching class 7 and 8. And then out of nowhere, a student raises their hand. Emergency. This kid has to go back home to change. They can either come back to school or not. In cases where they will get pads, they'll come back. In cases where they will not get pads.
By fundraising for sanitary towels and donating them to schools, she ensures that every girl can attend class with confidence and dignity.
Started in February 2024 and up until now, I think I've done around 7 or 8 schools. When I started, I had a girls team. There's a girls team called Green Blades Spurs FC in my home county. So that was what was in my mind. I did not think that this would be a big thing. So when I started, I just talked to my friends because I know my friends are the trainers of that team, and sometimes the girls would miss training. So I talked to my friends and then I told them I want to donate pads to the team. They told me, well, it's fine. So I created a poster and told myself, let me just start. People raised funds. We bought, I think it was around 5 cartons. You see, there's always this educative session. We want to understand, what do you people use? Somebody raised their hand and they told me, tunatumia majani leaves. Another one told me, days when they have visitors, the visitors will come with the tissues. So they save those tissues to use as pads. The tissues will not be used to go to the washroom because they'll use water in the washroom. But then the tissues are specifically for those days. Apart from that, we have people who are using pieces of cloth. You see, as sad as it is, personally I used that in the past. You see, so I know, number one, those pieces of cloth will burn you very badly. There's always a burn. Doesn't matter what material you're using. By the time you're removing it, you'll have to wash it, hang it up, then you'll still use it. It's more or less like people treat the pieces of cloth, blankets as the reusable pads. But you see, with the reusable pads, there's a thickness in the middle that will hold the blood. With this, there's nothing holding the blood. It's that piece of cloth is the barrier between you and your panties. Teenage pregnancies, early marriages. I've lived in a community where I've seen as long as the girl gets to 9 years, she's pulled out of school. And then they start teaching how this girl should behave as a wife. So you can imagine, 9-year-old me was a very playful child, by the way. So I sit in that gap and imagine if my parents had pulled me out of school, what would have happened to me? Then it's not just girls who are dropping out of school. Boys too drop out of school. As long as they reach a certain age or the community feels like your voice has changed, you're an adult out of school. So you see, there's so many factors that make kids drop out of school. Aside from menstruation, there's discrimination, there's that notion that girls are not to be more learned than boys. It's, I don't know, in this century we're not to be having such, but it still exists. I'm looking at a future where education is affordable. Like, I go to because you see, sometimes you go to these schools, you find kids don't have uniforms. So I'm looking at a future where we are all rounded. We identify students who are really needy, we dress them up.
Her work is not just about hygiene, it's about equality, empowerment, and giving girls a chance to pursue their education without interruption.